UFC
You
World.
have the perfect voice, yeah, for stuff like this.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You sound like someone that should do this. You can watch all the best UFC action this Sunday on Sony. You do it, so I can hear it.
Hi UFC VIP experience guests, I'm UFC welterweight champion Johnny Gooden, and on behalf of UFC and on location, thank you for joining us for the experience of a lifetime at UFC 286. I'm going to get it done, it's going to be an epic night, and we can't wait to host you as a VIP. Something like that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't have a left quite like you do, Leo, so we're all square. Are you rolling? What about now? Welcome. So this is our interview room. In here, all the big stars come. It really is the place to be. So our next person is either Rafael Fiziev or Leon Edwards, and I get to ask the questions. So people don't really know that I get to do that, but I get to ask the pre-fight questions. You might recognise this backdrop. I may or may not used to have to iron that during fight week. I actually know that I'm doing better with the UFC these days because I don't have to steam the backdrop. So I must be getting important. Nor do I have to measure people's inside legs. So good for me. Now I just get to ask some questions. So this has all been set up. We're typically in a bigger room. There's been a few challenges here, but you know, the boys are pros, they got over it. And now it's just a waiting game. Leon's with us. Please step into my hot seat. How significant, Leon, is this fight for you, and what's at stake?
This fight means a lot to me. This is a trilogy against Kamaru Usman. He beat me once. I knocked him out the second time. Going into the third fight, I feel like there's still doubters, so I need to go out there, silence the doubters, state my case that I am the best, and my aim now is to go down as one of the best of all time, and I will do that starting tonight.
So I haven't gotten to see Leon really at this camp. I was supposed to go down and do a couple of bits, but it didn't quite work out. I also just wanted to leave him alone, since that he's the champ now and everyone wants a little piece of him. So it was really nice to like get him in the chair. And I'm obviously not giving anything away because you just saw it, but Leon's never loved this part of the game. He likes to do his work in the octagon, kind of show everything there, but just the difference. Honestly, you can tell that he's had a camera pointed at him for the last 6 months or whatever it is, looking much more comfortable. We still got him with the pieces to camera though. Hey, it's not that easy to stand there with a microphone. Not anyone can do it. I mean, the welterweight champ can just about do it, but you know, just had to do him a little coaching to get through that, didn't we? So the traditional British thing is like you'd have like a roast meat, like a roast beef is and then you have something called a Yorkshire pudding, which is like an egg base. It's hard to say. It looks like a cauliflower ear, but then it's very light. It's like a cake almost. Lots of gravy, vegetables.
Yes.
But you have it in a pub, a pint.
Oh, really? Any pub.
Anywhere, but there's obviously the good and the bad, like anything, right? It's like if you try and get your. So this is a very British thing to do.
And that's any day of the week or just
No.
Sunday?
This is a Sunday.
Sunday.
This is a Sunday thing to do.
All right.
So
what about Sunday brunch? Is that big here?
Yes, you know what? We're taking it on. We'll do it, but you need to leave room for the Sunday dinner, the roast dinner. That's important.
Right.
Where is Edwards dangerous, and how do you overcome those strengths?
Edwards is very dangerous. His striking is crisp and sharp, but I can overcome anything, and I've proven it before, and tonight will be no different.
Can you finish Edwards, and will you?
Can I finish Leon Edwards? I think tonight, as violent as I'm feeling, that question is, can he not get finished?
When you walked in here, you looked like you were a little bit tired, a little fatigued, but that was quality. Thank you. Great work. Thanks, man. Good to see you. So we're now in our very posh vehicle on our way to Fight Day Focus. There's a beautiful studio that they've made at the Intercontinental Hotel, which overlooks London. Fans of Fight Day Focus will recognise the backdrop because we've been there once or twice before. Big Tommy Aspinall will be down to provide his own take on analysis and his dry sense of humour. So looking forward to that. Right.
Don't know about the outfit.
We were just talking about it. The work is kind of taking care of itself. But yes, that's what we've got planned. It's always a fun time, and I'm pleased that you're going to come along and see how we do. We went the wrong way. We went west instead of east, and we were supposed to be rolling at 2 o'clock. It's now 3 o'clock, and the room is being relinquished. at 4 o'clock, and we're not there yet, so we'll have to just go live as soon as we walk through the door. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. You alright?
Don't know about the outfit. You ever seen Drake and Josh? Do you know Drake? Yeah. He looks like Drake off Drake and Josh. Get your phone. Google it. Honestly.
All right, let's have a look.
Fucking well like him.
Excellent.
We're gonna do this as just one chunk this fight.
Welcome to Fight Day Focus. I'm John Gooden. Boy, oh boy, have we got a good one for you. The trilogy will be settled tonight. The UK's champion, Leon Rocky Edwards, takes on the former pound-for-pound #1, Kamaru Usman. And then Rafael Fiziev as well. What a fight. Justin Gaethje kind of walked around the media day in all of his appointments saying, I am the most exciting fighter the UFC has ever seen. And when I first heard it, it kind of was like, and I was like, actually, hard to argue with. Do you agree?
I do agree. It's a very exciting fight. I'm really excited about this fight. I don't know if I'm as excited about you doing that weird dance. If you ever do that again, I might have to delete your number if you do that again.
That's not even my dancing.
Oh God, that actually creeped me out.
That's just my excited bit.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good, wasn't it? Smooth sailing. I had a good. Well, are you a co-worker now?
Huh?
Are you a co-worker? Colleagues.
Colleagues? Us?
Yeah.
Colleagues, not co-workers.
I had good
We're
colleagues.
peers.
I had good peers, so they carried me through. So easily done.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, I thought Tom Aspinall did a very good job with his analysis. So I'm very proud of him, despite all the nasty things he said about me. I'm coming! The day has started. The moment is finally here. The fans are crowding around. They're getting themselves ready in the O2. We have a fan expo, signings, guest fighters, and of course, we're all getting ready for the big pay-per-view event here in London. Let's go.
Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Leon! Who else? Edwards, headshot dead. Bang, granted. Easy. Leon. Fiziev's not ready for this. He's technical, but he's not been in the broadest line.
Fiziev knockout round 1.
Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead! Headshot dead!
This place is absolutely buzzing. The fans are up for it. I've got to get on with some work now. I'm going to be meeting some of the guest fighters here. Going to be doing a podcast as well on UFC Fight Pass. You can catch this on BT Sport Box Office, ESPN pay-per-view, the prelims on Fight Pass. It's going to be a great night. Thank you for checking out my behind the scenes of UFC 286 Fight Week. You get to see what I do in a typical fight week and also how some of the fighters look through their journey from Wednesday to fight night on, of course, the Saturday. This, I think, will be a milestone in UK MMA again. I believe I say that every time we have a big fight night in London. But Leon Edwards, and still the UFC welterweight champion, just means so very much to this region, obviously to him and his team, and what a great job he did. Kamaru Usman is an absolute legend who will be going down in the history of this sport, potentially a future Hall of Famer as well. So for Leon to get a win in the way that he did just goes to prove how very good he is, and that streak just keeps on going. I'm excited to see who he gets next. Will it be Colby Covington, who is in attendance? Leon doesn't seem to think so. I also got to meet up with some of the UK MMA legends. I hadn't met Ian Freeman before, but I'd got to be on the mic for all the other guys for their fights, so that was very special for me to share the stage with them. Of course, we had the Fight Day Focus show as well. A lot of fun all the time with Mackenzie, this time Tom Aspinall dropping by as well, giving me a fair bit of shit about my dance moves and my dress sense, which he continued every time I got to meet Tom, actually. And I'm never going to argue with that man, am I? I had a lot of fun at the Fan Expo too. Got to meet a lot of you guys. Thank you if you took your time out to come over and have a conversation with me about the fights. I don't get to do that very often, so it was special to be milling around and seeing, you know, what it's like to be a fan of the UFC, because I don't say this with arrogance, but I'm obviously the other side of the fence, and sometimes I don't get to enjoy those little bits of just kicking back, seeing how the energy is, seeing how everyone's getting excited about the fights, because I'm always kind of head down, researching, getting ready. So it was good to be on the other side, had fun with the Energized guys as well, always great working with UFC Fight Pass. Stay tuned for more. There will be more of this kind of content. I'll be going behind the scenes in future operations. but also with my Octagon Side podcast, and we've got documentaries coming up and more. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.